Hi, Cancer. This is Jess with your April mid-month 2017 council. I hope that you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So, Cancer, this is an amazing month for you guys as it relates to money. You're very much in your own element for the remainder of this month, and you're doing really well for yourself. You know, you're charging ahead, you're charging forward, and you're making money. You're very self-sufficient, whether you're in a relationship or not. Some of you may have made that. Travels or he is in the military. Okay. So you're not around each other or you're at a distance. I get a lot of distance between you and your mate, and you could live under the same roof, but they're very self-focused. You're very self-focused, and there's this independence, like not a we're doing this together all the time. But you do meet in the middle. I do see it being healthy now. Why am I still focusing on love right now? It's just it was on me strong. We'll get there though. However, money does look good for you guys. So you're doing really well for yourself. You have a job and you have a business, and you're doing your best juggling both. And you may even be getting into something new down the line. Okay. So this rest of the month looks really good. You're working very hard, a lot of you, but you're very successful and you're happy at what you're doing. Okay, a lot of you. It's a lot of confidence I'm seeing for the remainder of this month going into May. Some of you, although this money factors is looking really good here, your emotions to some extent may be up and down. Okay. There could be something new that, again, because I see that you're doing two things, but there will be another thing that you will do, or that you're now trying to plan and get it together so that it can kind of roll out for some of you by the month of June. Okay. Some of you may be moving. So now you're planning, you have your business, and then you may be looking for a new job, or you may be doing just a natural transfer. And then you have this other thing that's coming up, this move. And so it's like for some of you, your energy could be up one day, down one day, but you're Cancer, you're Moon. So you're naturally up and down at times. You're a bit moody. Now, I do see that there is some of you could be assisting your mom, mate. There could be this having to give to someone, having to, like I see a judgment. So some of you could be paying out because of some type of judgment. Someone could be having a judgment against them, but you're able to help them. So you're helping them to some extent, like pay for something, a judgment, that sort of thing. Some of you could be paying for someone to get out of jail, bail, that sort of thing. Excuse me. And I also see here, and this is very weird, but I'm also kind of seeing foster care, adoption, helping with that in some kind of way. So I do see like being able to help someone as it relates to some type of decision that needs to be made, court judgments, that sort of thing. Okay. And some of you may work in that field as well. You may be an attorney, be on play some role as it relates to, legislation, law, that not legislation, but law, excuse me. So I do see here that someone may be coming to see some of you. Okay. And it looks like there is a wanting and needing to kind of reboot. So some of you, with all of this working that you're doing, some of you are really trying your best to kind of get away from something, some trauma that you're going through. And it could be not just you, it could be you and your family, it could be you and your mate, it could be something that went on with the family that kind of shook things up in your life particularly, or shook things up in your family life. Okay. And that could have created a divide in family. It could have created a divide in family. It could have created a divide in your relationship to some extent. And that is where, again, this feeling like even if you're under the same roof, you're living separate. Everybody's kind of like alone. And some of you will just need to be alone to recharge your batteries, right? Because you're working so much, you're doing so much, you have so many things, so many balls in the air, that it's like when you get that alone time is when you're able to kind of like give yourself a spa bath, or, really focus on you for a minute, cook yourself a really nice, wholesome meal, that sort of thing, right? So that's kind of what I'm seeing there. And now let's get into love. So as it relates to love, some of you, again, I'm saying very strongly that you and your mate are at a distance, or there is some distance there in your relationship, again, because of something that you guys are trying to get through or get on the other side of. this person, if he's at a distance from you and let's say you guys broke up and they're trying to repair the relationship, they could be coming to see you or you going to see them. Okay. And trying to repair things. Then they go back and it's like, okay, well, he's off, whatever. I'm going to do what I need to do. And you're trying to manifest this move and trying to, focus on moving. It's a slow process because right now it's like 1 minute you're warm to it, the next minute you're cold to it. Or 1 minute she's warm to you, next minute she's cold to you. So it's like cat and mouse. Like 1 minute you feel like you're having good days together, next minute it's like it's not so great. There may even be talks or have been talks of divorce or separating and going your separate ways. And with that kind of shook someone up, or they even could have been a separation, or you could be in the midst of like a judgment and going to court. But I feel like with that, it shook somebody up and made them feel like, wait a minute, we can work this out. Someone may even get to that by the end of April where it's like, okay, you're discussing these things. And it's like, well, maybe this isn't going to work out. I don't even think that we want to continue this anymore. Maybe we should just continue and go ahead with the divorce and no longer just be separated. And this person is like, wait a minute, we can work this out. Like, I want you. I love you. I want to fight for this. I don't want this to end, that sort of thing. Okay. And after some time alone. Okay. Now, you having separated from your relationship with someone, they've been taking a lot of stock and trying to figure out, where they went wrong and what all happened. You have, on the other hand, have evolved as a person. Like, you've become more successful, you've gained more money, you've gained your independence, you've gained your confidence, you're getting in a better place. You're more clear, you don't have time for no nonsense. You can step away from anything that doesn't serve you anymore. Like, you have evolved and become a better person out of this separation, or really like taking a break from this person. They really now want, and that could be some of you Cancers as well, but they really want to kind of rectify things and make things right. Okay. And you may be finding that there's like this wanting to repair things by the end of April. That's pretty much where this particular council ends for the month of end of month of April. So you guys will have to just stay tuned to see how things evolve, or get a personal reading for yourself. However, of someone of your choice. However, I do see again that element of trying to repair. Someone could have cheated, and definitely there has been some type of stepping out, some type of cheating that has gone on. And some of you may be dealing with someone at a distance and not knowing that there's somebody else that's either pregnant or that he lives with, he's married to, that sort of thing. Okay. He may be telling you that, oh, we're separated, we're not married anymore, but that isn't the case. He may even be trying to reconcile. He may have been separated from that person, but are now reconciling with that person. Okay. You don't know because he's at a distance from you. So he's able to kind of make all of this stuff happen, especially if you're dealing with an Aries. Go back and listen to Aries reading, because it almost is echoing your reading. So it's kind of strange that I'm seeing the same elements here. So go back and read that reading if that's the case. But yeah, I'm seeing that you're not really aware of that. Some of you may not be. You may sense it. Cancers, you're definitely sensing it on an emotional level. Okay. And I feel like he may not think that you're aware of it, but in time, his passivity of passiveness of like, okay, now you're starting to change on me. You're becoming a little bit more distant. Talking about him, right? Or how you're now becoming with her, right? And then when you try to make an attempt to her again, like you've been back with the person that you're with, or you're with the person that you've been with, and then you try to see her again, or he's trying to come see you again, you're going to change on him, and you're going to get to be more cold and emotionally detached from him. And you're going to seek exactly, honesty, justice, all these things. And he's going to want to say, oh, I'm sorry, and da-da-da. But that's kind of where it ends. It doesn't go any further than that situation. But it looks like whatever you were unaware of, you're going to become aware of it if there is some deceit and that sort of thing. Okay. So that's what I have for you guys for the remainder of April 2017, mid-month. Hopefully this has been helpful for you guys. If you would like to share how this resonates with you, leave it in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. And if you're new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Cancer.